With Congress in recess, members are back home visiting with people in their districts. And so it is with U.S. Senator Tom Coburn. He is crisscrossing Oklahoma, hosting a series of town hall meetings. While fielding questions during a stop at Rogers State University in Claremore, Senator Coburn took the president to task for his policies, but he also chided his fellow lawmakers for their lack of leadership and bipartisan spirit.
You know, what's really lacking in our country today, with all the problems, with all the negativity, with all the division, there's no confidence about the future. And what we need is certainty and some confidence, and that only comes from real strong leadership. Look, there's all types of leadership. There's elected leaders and there's non-elected leaders. And leadership is creating a vision, taking the risk, and sacrificing yourself to try to accomplish something that's good for the country. That's leadership, and you don't have to be elected to do that. That's what's wrong with us. Towing the line when we're thinking about partisan politics instead of what's the best interest of our country is one of the reasons we're in trouble. And if we do it, they're going to do it. How crazy are we if we're saying everybody on the opposite side can't help us fix America? We need everybody to fix America. All right, who's next? Yes, sir.
I think it's time we pointed at ourselves for this mess we're in. We elect the people you just spoke about. Now the Tea Party their people are being elected, and we've already had so many people, anything you try to do, vote against in the Congress. I'm talking about the Congress, not our president. I think it's going to be a little tougher to go against what may come up next now.
The biggest problem in Washington isn't the president, it's the Congress. And it was true when Bush was president and Clinton was president and, you know, Bush Sr. was president. Most of the things that are happening there are because Congress allows them to happen, or doesn't shine the spotlight of transparency on them while they are happening. So if we're to be frustrated, we should be frustrated with Congress itself. You're right. You know, I can't figure out why we have a 9% approval rating. I can't figure out why it's that high. I don't know where people have been hiding to know that, but the real problem is the Congress. Because if the Congress wouldn't pass unconstitutional bills, the Supreme Court wouldn't have to make a decision whether they're constitutional or not. If the Congress would control the budget as they send it to the president and tie their hands. One of the things that really irritates me is we pass laws and then we leave it up to the bureaucracy to decide how to implement it. What that really says is we don't know what we're doing. Because if we really knew what we're doing, we'd write exactly how we wanted to implement it. And then we scream and cry about how it gets implemented when we had the power to control how it was implemented but didn't do it. So, you know, there's a second problem with Congress, and it's lazy.